You're watching Good Day Columbus on Fox 28.
Welcome to the 9 o'clock hour here on Good Day Columbus. We are so glad you're joining us on this Tuesday. Katie and Phil with you this morning.
To see you.
We are both happy campers.
Yes,
we're
we are.
Hanging out.
We were talking, how are you doing, first of all? How's your morning going?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Now I don't know if we should keep talking because you're looking at me with like an evil eye.
I just feel like why are you asking me that?
Well, we were saying, because you asked if I turned down the air conditioning. Oh. Because it is a little stuffy.
Well, it's just that Phil sat down and then all of a sudden there's a whoosh of air.
Right, I did not, but I said I must have an ally in the studio somewhere. I don't want them to reveal themselves because if you ask me, I was like, I wouldn't last for a second under torture.
I feel like you would totally
I'm not good
give
at
up
keeping
anybody.
secrets. I probably would, just because I don't like to, I don't know. That's just
my ally in the studio is Kurt. Kurt usually makes sure it's maintained at a decent.
Okay.
Yeah, because he gets cold if there's a big, there's a lot of air that blows on us.
Right.
So I don't care that we are sitting in air conditioning. I understand that. It's fine. We need to because the equipment. It's just the big wind gusts that I feel.
But do you like when you're watching a movie, how long do you think you would last in torture? Because I love 24, one of my favorite shows of all time. And Jack Bauer,
if someone was torturing me for information or something. Well, it depends
like as soon as they show me what they're going to do, I'm like, I'm telling everything.
See, this is the difference between you and I. It would be what was at stake.
Right.
Like if the entire, nation or world was at stake.
Yes.
I would withstand some torture. If it was,
some,
if
but
they
how
wanted
much?
me to give up my mom or my dad.
Right.
If they wanted me to give up you, I'd be like, okay, don't touch a fingernail. Here he is.
I just think it would work on me. In the movies, they're like, oh, torture doesn't work on this person. I'm like, if I get enough pain, I'm doing anything.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm thirsty, I'm going to be like, I'm going to give it up for a drink of water.
This is what we expect from you.
No.
It's all good. Okay?
It makes me weak, doesn't it?
No, I think there are certain things that you can be trusted with, and then other things. I think when something's really important.
I can't be trusted with Christmas gifts.
No.
I know that. I can't buy Christmas because I want to tell my wife. If I get something for my wife or something for Christmas, I got to wait till the 23rd or 24th.
But run-of-the-mill gossip, you're
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't usually, because usually I'm like, just don't tell me.
Buck's also a Volt.
He's a Volt.
He's not going to tell anything.
By the way, you just completely sidestepped the fact that she put you on the same pedestal as her mom and dad, Phil.
About?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You were like, if it's you, if my mom or dad or you. Like you.
It was an accident.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Are you going to be able to withstand some torture?
Buck could.
Because I always admire that in the movies. He's
a runner. He's tortured pretty much every day.
I was going to say, I went through a lot of pain during my last race.
And you were able to get it done.
40 miles with like searing pain on my feet.
Well, that's that's kind of your own fault.
Self-inflicted, yes.
That's self-inflicted.
Yes.
What about your hip, though? Your hip's fine, right?
I'm back to, I think, 100%.
Good. Okay.
I still kind of walk with a limp just because I was like for 6 weeks walking.
Well, you had to favor it and baby it a little bit.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But I could take some pain.
Being uncomfortable sometimes is okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. I just don't have a high pain tolerance, I guess is what I'm getting at. And a lot of people do.
It's
like
funny,
my brother growing up, he had a huge pain tolerance.
It's funny how we went from the air conditioner to pain tolerance.
I don't know what it's.
Torture. We're talking about torture.
Torture now. I was thinking of 24. I don't know.
Help us. What's the forecast, please?
Well, it's cloudy outside to start the day. It is a lot warmer than 24 degrees. We're at 73 in Marysville, Columbus, and Newark. And we're going to get a light breeze coming out of the north today, bringing in some slightly lower humidity and also a little bit more sun later today. We're already dealing with a decent amount of sun to the north, but we are still dealing with a couple of sprinkles there. Basically out by Lancaster, trying to move their way into Perry County. But that's it. There's a few showers south and east today. We'll get to 86 for the high. That light breeze coming out of the northwest will help to, again, make it feel a little bit more tolerable today than what it was yesterday afternoon. But we'll have a couple of spotty pop-up showers and storms tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and then a little bit more activity by Saturday and Sunday. And even Saturday and Sunday are not going to be washout of days, but we will have a little better chance that you'll probably see some rain at one point or another, probably during more of the afternoon time frame Saturday, and then really at any given time Sunday. So it's warm, it's humid, and we're going to get these isolated showers and storms like what Kathy had yesterday. She said they didn't get any rain where she lived, Canal Winchester, but it was nice to look at the storms off in the distance. And I like that. The sun was like really illuminating those clouds really well.
They're like bubbles.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I went to go pick up pizza last night, and the cell that was like over Lancaster, it was like the only one around. You could see it all the way from Columbus, and it was like a really photogenic cloud.
Yes.
I can't believe that you talked about how much rain you guys got. I mean, we had some rain, but it was so quick, on and off. It was like, you know, dark, sunny, dark, sunny.
Right.
Yeah.
But it poured.
The rain that I had at my house is one of the heaviest downpours I've ever experienced at my house.
It's wild. I live up in like a different world than you guys do.
Well, that's the nature of these cells when they come through.
Honestly, 5 miles away, they were bone dry. So
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good one, Buck.
You too.
Thank you, Buck. All right. Well, if you are looking for something fun to do with the family this week, just turn the page.
There are plenty of events and activities at the Columbus Metropolitan Library. So the Marion Franklin branch is hosting a colorful magic show today from 3 to 4. The Ohio Kids Center is visiting the Shepherd branch from 2 to 3 on Wednesday, and you'll have a chance to meet real wolves.
Oh my goodness.
That's fun.
And on Friday, there's going to be a celebration of West African music, dance, and drumming, with 2 family-oriented programs scheduled from 10 to 11, and then once again, 11 to noon. I think you can get these free. You know what it makes me, reminds me, you know, my book is overdue, and I haven't finished it. I haven't read for 4 days, so I got that hanging over my head, too.
I don't like when stuff hangs over my head. How far do you have to go?
I still have like 100 pages.
Okay.
I mean, I'm like 250 in it, but it's 350.
So you're just going to get slapped with the late fee? Is that what's going to happen?
Is that what they do? Well, I tried to
don't
renew
know.
online, but then they were like, "Oh, it's too late because it was due yesterday, so you can't." So now I'm just like ducking them, you know, like a bill collector or something.
I mean, I don't think it needs to be all this.
It's like they're trying to come repossess the car.
I think what you need to do is you just need to pick the book up, read it, get it done as quickly as possible, because it's so good at this point.
It is.
He's reading
It's very
Verity.
good.
We talk about it every day. And then finish it, and then go accept whatever fee it is, and let's move on with our lives.
I know. I've got to do that
It's
because
okay.
we said August 1st. I got to have it
Sometimes
done.
when you build things up in your mind, it makes it a bigger deal than what it is. But yeah, I don't like
I do
feeling
that
like
all the
something's
time.
hanging over me.
Right.
And also, too, shame on you. You used to run a rental store, a
I
movie
know.
rental store. You know what it's like when people
When
dodge
people
you.
keep the videos out late,
Yeah,
and
then
they're
they
dodging their
return it, and it's
calls
all a hot mess and not rewinded. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you remember that? That's 50 cents.
I do remember it. Way back.
Be kind, rewind. All right, it is a delicious and nutritious option for eating on the go, and it's making its way now to Central Ohio.
Mediterranean-inspired chain Cava is planning to open up a shop in Polaris. I've never had Cava, have you?
I have never heard of it until now.
Influencers post about it. They say
Yeah.
it's phenomenal. So according to a building permit filed with the city of Columbus, that's how we have an idea this is happening, renovations have already started on what used to be the Polaris Parkway Shake Shack. USA Today voters call this the best healthy chain with its Mediterranean bowls, pitas, and sides.
Though no word yet on when the store will be ready to open. It looks like Chipotle for Mediterranean food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Giving like Piata vibes.
Yes, with that little spread that they did there.
Yeah,
And
I just went to a Piata not too long ago, and I will tell you the key to success. If you like sweet potatoes, the
I
sweet
do.
potatoes and the chicken, and then whatever you want in it. But it was amazing.
Is that like a burrito then?
Yeah,
Is that
like a
okay.
pita.
Yeah.
But adding the sweet potatoes was next level.
Okay.
Which I never would thought to do that because that's just a different option.
Right.
I also didn't know you could make your own. I thought you had to order what was on the side.
Oh, you ordered off the menu. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I switched it up. That's why I got the sweet
That's
potatoes.
usually what I do, just because I feel the pressure
Oh.
of people behind me, and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like, "Is this guy?" I'm like,
And
"What's that? What's that?"
It was a pressure situation for sure because the guy in front of me was really intense. The gal behind me was really intense. And I was
Right.
just kind of there like, what do I do?
Which is why I don't like Starbucks. I don't go there. I
You
feel
gotta
the pressure.
go, but you have to go in with a game plan.
Right.
Go in with a
You
solid
did.
game plan,
I don't know.
spout it off, and then you'll feel at peace.
I
And
just
it
want to
is-
order a large. I don't know if that's venti, if that's double venti.
You tell me what you like. I'm gonna write it down on a Post-it note. You just hand it to them.
I like coffee with cream and sugar.
Boom. There, that's easy. They give you a black coffee, and
Yeah, but
then
they
you
ju-
spice it up with the cream and
Then
sugar.
they judge me.
No, they
Because
don't.
I can tell they're looking at me. They're like,
They're
"Why
not
are you
judging.
coming here?"
They're judging the people going with a laundry list of things.
Go
or
get it
say,
at UDF
hey,
for
make
half
me
the
something
price.
off TikTok. They're judging those
yeah.
people.
I don't
'cause
do
that's
that,
a
but my
pain.
son does, and we've
See?
gone to Starbucks just for that.
See, they're not judging you. It's Lincoln that they're judging.
I know. I'm like, it's him. I'm
All
not
right.
on TikTok.
So I'm supposed to ask you this. Why did an elk walk into a store, Phil?
I don't know. Maybe to get some last-minute shopping done.
Oh, wow. Cha-chum, boom. Great.
Well, this elk was caught on camera in Estes Park, Colorado on the 4th of July. An employee at the shop says it's common to see elk and other animals, you know, strolling through town, but they've never seen one actually go inside the store before.
Kurt says this is a beautiful area. So people pulling out their phones, they were taking pictures, all before police escorted the animal away from the crowd. Experts say this is a good reminder that you should always be cautious when it comes to close encounters with wildlife. I know that we've had some bear spottings throughout Ohio, so this is something that always applies. No need to take a selfie or do anything weird.
There were people like standing. He was coming up to some people. I thought it was going to have the big antlers and whatever. It looked more like a deer.
Yeah,
but,
a big deer.
A big deer. All right.